the sunset. The day is ending.
Plot is definitely thickening now. Lots of things to contemplate. Oh, yeah, the things we heard with the motherhood at the beginning of the last episode, and everything that happened with Higgs and this new mysterious giant samurai figure has put some ideas in my head. Obviously, I've not recorded for a few days, so I have rewatched those cutscenes a few times just to stew a little bit. So, the two major things were the acknowledgement of Lou. This new weird BT octopus form of Lou was acknowledged both by the Doctor and by Higgs himself. But juxtaposed to that, what was also mentioned was Sam's trauma or grief as well. So the bereavement syndrome that was mentioned by the Doctor, Sam sort of did acknowledge that, but then what Higgs also mentioned, that you're going to have to figure this out for yourself, you really don't know what's going on, it's only going to get darker and more troubling. So I think one thing I'm keen to do, I know I've been sort of stuck on this idea of Sam, about the whole story, the whole part, everything in the game being some sort of grand delusion for Sam to hide his trauma, right? To make himself feel like he has a purpose as a porter and to get over the grief of losing his wife and child. How real is any of this is basically my point, but I don't want to get so obsessed with that I can't think about the story in other ways. Because there were elements of the first game that were very grounded. Oh, hello. And, you know, particularly when you read, like, Lucy's reports and stuff, that feel quite real, felt very real. The other thing that happened, obviously, was the Doctor pulling the bullet out of Sam, with the implication being that that was the bullet that Bridget shot Sam with when he was a baby himself. Found a little treasure trove here. So one thing I was thinking about was about the idea of or the ideas around childhood trauma and childhood abuse in general. This song's really not helping me talk about this. What is this song? How do I turn the music off? It's just a copyright claim anyway. Yeah, so I hate it when I mention psychology and stuff, because I hate it. You know, I don't like it when people try and bring things up like they're an expert in something, because I'm not. But yeah, one thing that I thought might be going on was this is the element of childhood trauma is that it can create like a cycle of abuse, right? Like how people who were abused themselves as a child are much more likely to repeat that abuse on someone else, right? If they were to have children or a family or something much worse themselves. And so the whole thing with Lou and Cliff and Lisa and Lucy feels very much like a repetition. Like, you know, how Sam died, how his mother died. Could be that maybe that, I don't know, maybe Cliff is Cliff really our father, or is it, I don't know, it's just, I'm throwing up the idea that Sam's trauma has led him to sort of have the same trauma happen in his own life, like that repeating cycle of trauma I was talking about. I have no idea where I am. Oh, we've gone well past the generator. So yeah, that was my idea, that the whole Sam being shot as a child, his parents dying, and now that he's basically gone through the same thing. And what kind of role has Sam really played in that? So that's my thought, basically, is like the repeating trauma of someone who's been through childhood trauma or childhood abuse, and how it can often have they can often end up enacting that same trauma to someone else as a result of that, because that experience has bizarrely kind of normalized that kind of thing in their mind. It's a very difficult idea, particularly the individuals who've done horrible things, realizing that it's because horrible things have been done to them in the first place. So that was the idea that had come into my mind. But then we've got the identity of this. So anyway, we'll put that to the side for the moment. But then we've got this new figure, Big Red, an ostrich or an emu. I can't catch you right now. Yeah, Big Red came out of nowhere. So Big Red, obviously wearing the same equipment as all of Higgs's goons. It had an Odra deck on its face. It definitely did look like a mech. It had like a fully clothed body. There were no exposed mechanical bits, so it definitely seemed like a person. But it made like Baby Lou noises, and the Odra deck and the song, which is very confusing. Very, very confusing.
Just a bit further now.
And I don't really know what you would conceptualize that as being. Could it be Lou? Is it some sort of manifestation of Sam's grief coming to save him in some way? I don't know. Very difficult to conceptualize that. And the other thing was Higgs singing the Cliff lullaby. Was weird as well, because I feel like a lot of the stuff in the game is so Sam-centric that it's sort of it's a little not off-putting, but it's very Sam-centric. A lot of the stuff that happens, isn't it? almost egocentrically focused on Sam. We need a rest, big time. And the interesting thing about Big Red was how Big Red didn't disappear into the tar the way Tomorrow and Higgs do, and the way the Magellan does. They just disappeared in a puff of smoke, which is very, very suspicious, in my opinion. I know there was a puff of smoke, we didn't see like tar underneath. They disappeared in a very... in a way that is very inconsistent with the way the rest of the game works, I think. To the point where it makes me think it... Because Sam was in a real danger when Big Red appeared, almost as if Big Red appeared... was summoned by Sam, in a way. Right? But we don't really have any answers. I think that the game is... The way that the reveals tend to work in these games, there's going to be very difficult to figure it out by ourselves, is all I mean. So we're just going to have to... I'm going to try and progress the main quest for a bit. We haven't got enough people on the network, really, to try and upgrade stuff, so... We're in dire need of a rest and a restock.
Hey Sam, glad you're okay. I'll check your order status right away. They didn't hurt you too badly, I see. We're all glad to have you back.
Well, you can say that. Yep, music. Got a bit of stealth. Yeah, I was thinking in terms of the combat. I do think that I need to try and be more of a stealth operator and try and use as many of the tools as possible to make cool stealth traps, because I do think that that is where the combat will work better. I think that because I think what it did show is you can relocate and hide in a way. To reset the encounter a bit. Maybe try to use the smoke grenades a bit more, rather than just purely running away like I did in the last video. Rather than just trying to throw grenades and shoot everyone. Because I just don't think the game is at its best there. I do think that with all the tools we've got, like the electric rods, the smoke grenades, the holo grenades, all of that stuff, I think that it's just, I think that some of the problem is like some of the stealth weapons, the enemies are so heavily armored that like the trank gun, the trank sniper rifle, the silent pistol, the silent assault rifle feel kind of useless because they nearly always have a helmet on. So it makes it difficult to take people out stealthily. I mean, particularly in that last mission, there were some places that would have been impossible to do takedowns in. You needed to manipulate where the enemies were. But I guess if you would have snuck into that bat room, you wouldn't have had to have dealt with any of them. So I think missions like that, we need to try and either do pure stealth or really try and manipulate the enemies with distraction tactics, and then take them out, or distract them and just purely sneak past. Right, we are level 215.
That Higgs was involved. Though I still don't understand how he escaped the beach. The Ghost Mech forces are definitely under his control.
Obviously.
And Higgs is determined to spread weapons to every corner of Australia. The information we retrieved from the device you brought back to us only serves to confirm this. We now know for a fact that the weapons popping up in this region can all be traced back to that factory. But that's not all we've determined. We've also learned about a new type of fabricator, one that wasn't present at the weapons factory. It's not clear where they're being used or what they're producing, but this likely means there may be another factory out there. We'll look into it.
Oh.
Great work, Sam.
Leave me alone.
That factory won't be capable of producing weapons ever again. The Motherhood should rest a little bit easier with that knowledge. Higgs remains a concern, however. It is indeed possible he has another factory elsewhere in the continent.
Fragile just said all
It
this.
seems we'll need to proceed with greater caution in the days and weeks ahead.
Why?
Upgrading the Magellan may also
Yeah.
be worth considering.
Okay.
As for you, Sam, you need only to continue expanding the network.
But you didn't need to tell me any of that, Die Hardman.
For now, Sam, you should return to your private room and get some rest. You made a real difference today.
It's now, this is where I get a little torn. You know, like when they say things like that, like the over compliments about Sam's, you know, what Sam's doing. It's hard for me to know whether that's a quirk of a Kojima game or whether that's part of this sort of theory I've got of Sam's delusion of his own importance to the world, like, you know, giving himself an important job inside some grand delusion because that gives him purpose and distracts him from what actually happens. But yeah, we did not need to talk to you there, Die Hardman, or whatever your name is. Charlie.
She's at it again?
Wait! Looks like clear skies. Let the sun shine tomorrow. It's a Japanese game to predict the weather. I learned it as a kid. This is rainy, cloudy, and sunny. A charm to ward off evil spirits. To help keep tomorrow safe. Hope it's right.
Doesn't it always rain whenever you go outside, though?
Yes. But deep down in my heart, it's really sunny. Always.
Okay, your turn.
Okay. Let's do this. 明日天気になれ。
There. Now it'll be sunny.
Bye, Sam.
Bye.
Bye, Rainy.
Whatever.
Yeah, and Dollman turning into like a weird vampire was interesting. Not sure what to make of that. But maybe Lou is in there somewhere now that she's... Her presence has been acknowledged in a tangible way by two different characters. Why don't you shower before you go to bed, Sam? Honestly. Right, we'll talk to Dollman.
Sam, the neck injury you suffered during your altercation with Higgs appears to have healed.
Oh.
You know, I've been thinking about what he said at West Fort Knott. He claimed that extinction wasn't his creed, that he wanted to build a world where fear and violence are king. I can only assume that at present he lacks the means to set the last Stranding in motion. So instead, he settled for trying to pit people against one another so they can tear the world apart for him. The weapons factory was just a means to that end. All the more reason why we need to rely upon the rope that is the chiral network to bring the whole continent together. that's not all he said, of course. He wanted to get under your skin with those comments about Loom. To get his revenge by inflicting as much pain and suffering as possible on the undying repatriate. Personally, I think you should try to put it out of your mind. Focus on finishing this journey, and in doing so, finding the closure you need. That's one of the reasons we took to the road, after all. That and finishing the network to bring forth a new plate gate. Let's carry on, Sam. One step at a time.
Sam, Charlie here. Another assignment has been registered in the system. You can pick up this main order by accessing the Motherhood's delivery terminal.
Fucking hell.
Tomorrow. I could use some help over here. Coming!
I'm going to read all this in a second, I just don't want us to be covered in blood. Now, I wonder how quickly tomorrow's intellect
Hi, Sam.
is going to progress. Yes. Thanks, Sam. I hope that'll stem the flow of weapons for a while. Maybe one day we can live in peace and the world won't need new weapons at all. I don't know what the hell this whole bit about them being enslaved by a bunch of men was about, unless she just means like the brigands, but there's been no hint at some sort of weird like slavery element to this whole thing, right? I really don't think there has. That really threw me. Tomorrow's development, she's really coming along. Shock of what happened to her messed her up, but she's obviously a bright kid, you know. I'm starting to feel a little like her mother. It's a strange sensation, but I kind of like it. It feels warm. You deliver something to the Pioneer. I used my dowsing skills to track down a piece of lost cargo and found that it had been dropped somewhere near the Motherhood. It's meant for the Pioneer, so could you deliver it to him? It's probably worth paying him a visit anyway. He's got all sorts of weird and wonderful stuff. Yeah, alright. We've got some weird corpus entries. God, look at all these. Higgs appeared, Sam found himself cornered. Just as all hope appeared to be lost, a giant figure clad in red appears, wielding a sword and saving the day. Yeah. It's all very suspicious. Higgs had a hand in the weapons factory, but how did he come into how to control such a large facility? He originally had no abilities of his own and exploited those of others for his power, first using Fragile, then Amelie. Perhaps the weapons factory and ghost mechs are merely his latest sources of power, his new sticks, or given the ghost mechs can operate outside the chiral network and don't seem to be powered by any kind of ordinary mechanism, maybe in his extended duration on the beach, Higgs has developed some special abilities of his own. Seems that way. Hot springs. What did we get an entry about then? Tar dissolvent. APAS 4000 gathers and analyzes data from not cities. It then provides its findings to citizens and other organizations to ensure the efficient management and operation of the UCA. APAS 4000 is also the operating system through which these operations are conducted, and is sometimes referred to as KCOS. the Not City operating system. The Strange Realm, Nirvana. I've obviously not read this. On his mission to cross North America and establish the UCA, Sam repeatedly found himself transported to the mysterious space beyond the borders of this world. Time passed differently, moving hours for every moment in our world, and its fabric was permeated by the regrets of those who died in wars long past. The mysterious space that Sam has encountered on his current mission is all too similar, and yet Dollman says it's not a battlefield. What this might mean in practice remains unclear. Nirvana is a Buddhist concept. It refers to the enlightened state of freedom and joy achieved by those who break free of the cycle and birth and rebirth known as samsara. The space in which Sam has found himself, however, appears to be something very different. There we go. Getter divination. A form of fortune telling that has been practiced in Japan since ancient times. While it traditionally involved kicking a gaiter sandal off one's foot into the air, this is what Rainey was doing. It can be performed using any type of footwear. If your footwear lands sole down, the day ahead will be sunny. If it lands sole up, it will be rainy. If it lands on its side, expect clouds. In the pre-Stranding world, there were a number of interesting Japanese customs involving shoes. Travellers approaching a mountain pass or steep hill would throw their sandals into the branches of a nearby tree and replace them with a new pair, believing this would ensure their safe passage. The idea that such places represented a boundary between the ordinary and the divine, and that new sandals were required to enter such consecrated ground. This practice was known as kutsukake, I don't know how to pronounce that, and the word survives in several place names to this day. Ashita tenki ni nare, let the sun shine tomorrow, the phrase uttered when divining the weather, can be considered a kind of prayer, a plea for tomorrow to be a fine day, and for Drawbridge's mission to be a success. I'm going to read these initiative things. Decontamination. As the Magellan travels through the tar currents, it accumulates large amounts of chiralium, damaging ship operations and posing a risk to the health of its crew. Keep the ship in order, the Magellan must be regularly decontaminated. Drawbridge will undertake decontamination work while Sam is out making deliveries or resting in his private room, but it's messy work, and crew members often return covered in tar. If it's not quickly washed off, even doomed sufferers may start to experience symptoms of severe chiral contamination, including suicidal thoughts. An ambitious project to restore life to the desert is terraforming. Even before the Death Stranding, climate change and human industrialization had deteriorated the natural environment. Deforestation, large-scale agriculture, mining, and the expansion of enormous cities were all blamed for degrading once arable land until plants could no longer grow within it. Damaging vital ecosystems until parts of the world were all but inhospitable. So colossal was this destruction, some people believed the very purpose of the Death Stranding was to eradicate the humans responsible. The aim of the terraforming plan is simply to reverse the world's environmental damage and restore the planet to its former glory, not only helping humans but allowing the world's diverse flora and fauna to thrive once more. Rainey's abilities have proven an enormous boon to the terraforming project, which continues to proceed at a pace. The Genetic Diversity Conservation Initiative. Humanity stands on the brink of extinction. Population numbers are in sharp decline, fewer children are born every year, and communities are more closed off than ever, putting even genetic diversity at risk. In the UCA, efforts have been made to promote human contact in cities, but physical, in-person interaction remains difficult and dangerous. With A-Pass's automated deliveries, many people no longer experience contact even with a porter. Human communities have become more closed off than ever, leading to genetic stagnation. The Genetic Diversity Conservation Initiative, GDCI, has been designed to exchange sperm and eggs from different regions in an attempt to rectify this. Yeah, the whole A-Pass automated delivery thing sort of contradicts some of the lore from the first game, right? Because the first game, they said that the human porters were necessary because people didn't trust automated deliveries. And the human element was one of the key reasons why human porters were needed. So this automation thing kind of directly contradicts that. I don't need to read that one. Any new phenomena? No. Alright, let's talk to Dolman. Alright, let's get our caffeine fix. No new books. Yeah.
Alright. My shoes don't come off. Oh well. Sam, each time we take the DHV Magellan into the currents, the level of tar pollution on board increases.
We just read this.
Which is why everyone has to pitch in to clean the ship after every trip. In spite of that, we still find ourselves stymied by nasty blockages like this one. Tarman broke 3 mops attempting to dislodge a particularly stubborn wad before throwing up his hands in despair. Although he failed in that epic struggle, I can only respect his dedication. I don't really have anything.
Sure. Right, we're out of it. I should do the VR testing at some point. Now we might get a key flashback here. Nothing! No one call me. Right, take on an order at the Motherhood's terminal. Right, so I've revealed a few more pavers. F4. F4's to the east, so it's probably this place in all honesty. Might be worth taking this camp out to help get through this area a bit easier. We've got 2 preppers either side of the Motherhood, and we've got a request to find some cargo from the dowser. Right. I don't need the trank handgun. I don't think we need to carry the silent lightweight thing with us. So we've got plenty of stuff on us now. That works. Oh, blood bags. Good shout. I've probably got a few of these in the locker. Could be wrong. No, they're all gone. Right, let's fab a few blood bags. And let's get our normal boots back on.
Is this the right size? Yes, sir. Yes, sir, it is.
Right, I'm just gonna have a little mooch around here to see if we can find this cargo. The Pioneer, there it is. So I might just go and do this first, depending on where the Pioneer actually is. Sam? Sign poster. Looks like everything. Motherhood. Yeah, the pioneer is that guy there. He's pretty close by, to be honest. Yeah, that's where we thought. Right, so we'll mooch over there. Should be. Looks like it's just desert plains, so should be reasonably straightforward to get over there. Unlock a new prepper, might get some new equipment from that. I need to upgrade this track layer, so just so I can see where it's going. So I think this should be a fairly short trek. Famous last words. Hopefully we can pick up some more cow crystals on the way. Got a PCC in case we need to build stuff. But it looked like it was just sand dunes this way, but there could be a storm or something. So. Oh, is there a cliff? Not a Clifford, but an actual cliff. This is whoops. Destroying the environment. Sorry, Rainy. It's going to be like 3. Maybe not. Oh, another track layer. Oh, so the road comes way out to the coast. Interestingly. Not too expensive either. Bet you can set up some killer jumps over here. Some serious road building to do.
Good morning to you. Drawbridge credentials verified. Buckles in. Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds. Access the delivery terminal to process your orders and requests.
Hello there, Mr. Pioneer.
A delivery order? Hell, not once in my whole life have I ever looked to a porter for support. Just not my way. Oh, this is that shit I lost the other day. Awesome. Yeah, hang on a tick while I check it out.
Wasn't there someone called the Pioneer in the first game?
You found this? You seriously found this shit? Oh, man. This is like the greatest day ever. Thanks.
Alright, mate.
I like you, dude. Like, maybe too much.
Yeah.
And I'm not just saying that. Right? But I can like you even more, so I'll toss you extra work.
I don't like this guy for some reason.
Cupid. This part of that trailblazing comms deck I've heard so much about.
Excellent. Captain can't see a thing. The pioneer. Yeah, this looks like the road network swings out. Oh, there's a building over there on the coast. Right, a deployable shield. An extendable shield capable of blocking frontal attacks. Although mainly used defensively, it can be wielded to attack enemies in front of you by pressing circle. Huh. It's a weapon then, it's not like a backpack thing. Inflicting non-lethal damage and potentially knocking them out. The shield can also be deployed and used as a barricade.
Now displaying your current order grade.
Still 215.
So this is that chiral network folks are all raving about. I'm the pioneer, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I travel the world like my father and his father and so on. Gotta say, I didn't think network stuff could hold a candle to roughing it in the real world. But, like, you could use this thing to research past events and whatnot, right? Maybe even the Void Owl that tore shit up around here back in the day. Oh, I shared one of my grandfather's favorite gadgets with you. Call it a thank you gift or whatever. It's a deployable shield.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't the safest place, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Wind up in a firefight and you'll learn to appreciate its value real quick. Why not take it for a spin sometime?
Oh, that was just the complete wrong way to say if you know if this isn't the safest place in the world, if you know what I mean. Like, there's no hidden meaning to that. It's just not safe.
Yeah, there's this massive crater just over to the west. Was made by a void out, of course. The same one that took out North Fort Knot in the blink of an eye. I don't know the details, but word is that people saw an omen or some shit.
Stop swearing, dude.
Right before the void out, this huge shadow fell over everything. Sounds pretty weird, doesn't it? That's why everyone's convinced this void out is different from all the others. And if we could figure out what the deal was, it might help us avoid a repeat someday. Worth looking into, at least.
The shield?
It's a shield you can deploy in a flash just by holding it at the ready. Talk about a name that tells the whole story, am I right? Joke, yeah, it's perfect for defending against frontal attacks, and if you just want to stick it in the ground, hell, you can do that too.
Nice. Portable
With
cover.
that strategy, you can use it as a cover and pop out to take shots.
Beautiful.
I guess you already know how to use a shield though, yeah? Anyway, with this little baby backing you up, you can power through a fight taking minimal damage. Or make a break for it if you need to. Makes life much easier, I guarantee it. You won't know how you got by without it. For real.
This is the most unlikable prepper we've come across.
I'm the third generation pioneer, actually.
Actually.
It's my calling. I was born into it.
Yeah.
My family's been traveling the world since my grandfather's time. Searching for stuff no one had ever seen before. But then, dramatic twist. Cause of the Death Stranding, we had to dramatically reduce the scope of our epic journeys of discovery. And then, another dramatic twist. The expansion of the chiral network across Australia has a chance of making a brand new plague gate appear. Or so I've heard. And if it does appear, we can travel to another continent. Meaning, this network might just allow me to carry on my family's globe-trotting legacy.
I don't know why this guy's so unlikable. It's just me, maybe.
Just want to say again that I appreciate you.
Yeah, alright.
Alright, back to it. Oh, I mean, wait just a sec, sorry.
No.
I forgot to mention that I've got some cool shit here that I found. As well as a couple of rare gizmos that my grandfather left me.
Alright.
So, come back again if you're interested. Good luck with the deliveries, dude.
Shit, shit, shit. Shit, dude, shit. Shit, shit,
Well
dude.
done.
Dude, shit. Legendary RPGs, Port of Battle Lines to the Motherhood. Yeah, sure. Right, let's get a new shield. How big's the container? Just a small. Attached to suit. We'll check that out.
Order accepted.
What category does this come under? Why have I got a lightweight assault rifle?
Thank you.
The shield is in the secondary weapons category. Dark Souls!
Counting on you.
Pretty useful, right?
Disengaging weapons restrictions. Take care, Sam.
Whoops. Alright, we'll take on the main quest from the Motherhood. Hey guys!
Hey, mine's heavier.
More pavers. Oh, I can see a track layer as well. Actually, I'm just going to quickly go by the coast because there was a building out there. It might be a mine. It would make sense if there's a track layer going over there. Yeah, definitely a mine. Roads and track layers. Should get some free chiral crystals. Wow, we picked up a lot of crystals.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds. Disengaging weapons restrictions. Take care, Sam.
Might as well sweep these up. We've got a lot of stuff to build. No little creatures. Nice. This better be the metals mine. Right? We don't need much to get it back on the grid. Right, let's get out of here. See if we can shortcut back this way. There's probably a huge cliff here. Damn. We can make it down. No dramas. That's quite a common Australian saying, right? No dramas. I mean, I say that. Huh. Maybe I learnt it from an Australian. Do they replace the crypto biotes in the menu? Right, let's just do a sneaky repair and then we'll jet off to F4, was it? I don't think we can do repairs at the Motherhood bit. We'll come and do the track layer stuff at a later date.
As good as new to me.
That's me, evil bald lady. Oh.
Sam, do you remember the coffin Higgs used to make his escape from the weapons factory?
Yes.
Well, it seems we've identified a similar-looking object. The mechanic, whose shelter you're slated to link up next, reached out to us.
Good.
He's asked us to go and retrieve this object on his behalf. I'll give you a more detailed briefing as you review the request.
Can't wait.
Accept the main order on this delivery terminal to proceed.
Oh. It's every time, man. Every time. Give me an earache. Accept it from the delivery terminal.
Appreciate you stopping by. Please wait while I review active orders.
Yes. A?
Everything looks to be in serviceable condition.
22%.
What a surprise. I can't imagine where you found this.
Should I get a head tattoo? Maybe.
Take this, along with our things.
BB pod patterns. Your pod's appearance can now be customized with a range of patterns and textures. Sure.
We're increasing your allocation of materials.
Nice.
Make good.
Now displaying your current order grade.
Still the same level?
Have you considered customizing your BB pod's exterior? You can all benefit from a change of scene from time to time, and your child's no exception. Think about it, and take care.
Right.
Order completed. Well done.
Right, recover from them again? I am going to go in guns blazing this time, because after I said all that about doing stealth, but we've already been in there stealthily. I just picked up a new shield. Alright.
Hello, Sam.
Hello.
Charlie here. This next order requires you to retrieve a piece of cargo. Said cargo is located somewhere within this armed survivalist's base.
Yeah.
And is a distressingly familiar coffin-shaped object. Additional devices of unknown purpose appear to have been delivered to the base as well. While much remains unclear, securing the coffin for study may provide us with intel on Higgs and his movements. The mechanic is eager to conduct an analysis, and we have every intention of cooperating with him. That's all the additional information I have for now. There may be more surprises in store for us during this operation, so take all due care in plotting your route and finalizing your equipment loadout. We're counting on you, Sam.
Yes, please leave me alone, dude. Please! Tartan? Check. That isn't a check pattern, that is tartan. Stickers, iridescent, wood, leather, and carbon. I resent that being called a check pattern, that is tartan. Cultural appropriation. Right. So, I just want to check grenade-wise what I've got left here in terms of... yeah, we want some more decoy grenades. Decoy grenades and BT hollow grenades is what I think we should try and use here, because I would like to just get in and out without doing anything. Yeah, we could use a stun bomb as well. Yeah, let's go grenade heavy. Right. I'd like both of these. Sorry. I don't think we need 2 lots of blood grenades. I'm happy to have like one of everything. Let's do it.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Right, so the plot is, if we deploy a stealth grenade, and then we throw a smoke grenade where we're going to pick the thing up, and then we throw all of our hollow grenades and activate them all at the same time to distract multiple enemies. I feel like that should be the tactic. Broad daylight, so I imagine that we've rested a couple of times since the last time we went there, so they probably all respawned. So I took out what, maybe 3 of them, 2 of them. Can't believe I just left behind a large set of ceramics. Yeah, when you go around on the trike and you can actively pick up chiral crystals, it makes a real difference. Now we could try and approach, because I know this river's quite wide, so we might not be able to get across. No, we could definitely get across. We need to be on this side anyway, don't we? So how close we are to the perimeter? So the perimeter is just at the base of this little peak or cliff or whatever. Oh no, the mechanic is on this side. Right, so we'll approach from the woods. See where they're obviously going to have mines. Oh my god, Sam, why? Alright, Dollman. Do your thing. They did still have the vehicle somewhere, but I think it's over there, isn't it? There should be two of them in that thing. Just one, seemingly. There's the sentry. We've got this guy on the center bit. Right, it's over this side this time, so we could go over the mountain a little bit. Because I don't want to engage with these guys, really. We want to be on the far side.
Okay, Sam, heads up. Ouch.
Right, is there an easy way to just... I think we... No, maybe not. No, I think we're going to have to... I don't think we can zip over this little cliff face here. It looks way too steep. Yeah. Right, where's the nearest grass? We need to... Probably need to take a piss, to be honest.
Now that's a damn fine fit.
That gets me every time. I don't know why. No, we're not full. Okay, we want to be ready with some decoy grenades. Bit of problematic coming from... We need to get to that grass over there. Right. Hard to tell where that's going to land. What the hell are you doing, Sam?
Definitely not alone.
I think there's going to be a few more guys over here.
Look there, Sam. It's the coffin. Be careful. Higgs may still be inside that thing.
Really? Right, hang on.
Steady.
Oh, a track layer. A paver, sorry. And there's a couple of dudes inside.
Stick a fork in me, Sam. Okay.
The problem is we can get in and out, but it's going to be stuck on our back. I don't think that guy's a problem. I don't think that guy's a problem. There's one guy, but I don't think he's inside. Is he inside? Really hard to tell. Those two guys have come back, which is a problem as well. So there is a chance it all kicks off here. Damn, it's over there. Is he on the phone? This man's got a social life. Oh, hello. Snagged him. Right, why don't we try and use the BT hollow grenade? I'm gonna chuck a bunch of these. Activate. Activate. Bro. What's wrong? Crap. Why haven't they activated? I'm literally There we go. Right, so that scares them, but they don't move. Oh, the coffin's in the vehicle. How big is this thing? God, a strange coffin-shaped object. It's heavy and large enough to fit a fully grown man. Its exact purpose is unknown, but it's considered a potential threat. Coffin can be attached to your waist and dragged along like a floating carrier. But be aware that doing this will consume chiral crystals. Oh, right, what? Right, okay, so I can transport it without the truck.
Looks like you have what was requested. All that remains now is to drop it off.
Okay, I think we're alright. Just gotta get back to the vehicle. Might as well use the rest of these grenades. Just gonna chuck it. Right, cheese it! I really don't think I'm going to be able to load this onto the trike, am I? So we might be in trouble here. Oh, crap. Oh, why? My beloved trike. I'll never forgive you for this, Higgs. Never! Right. Beautiful. Hollow grenades, man. That's how we deal with these guys. Just throw, like, 50 of them. And watch the... and just run in, grab the stuff and run out. Have some smoke grenades and some stealth grenades on hand, just in case. And we're laughing. We are absolutely laughing. If I would have taken everyone down, you'd just grab the truck, really, wouldn't you? This is what I think of you, Higgs. This is what I think of you, Higgs. I apologise for being so crass. I'm liking the synth. Swim? We've got the auto hood, right? Can we not go any faster? Wait, didn't we have something that would make us swim faster? What the hell are you doing, Sam? That's not a good look, Sam.
That was close.
No, it wasn't. Really liking this song. Vehicle destroyed by a considerate BT? No! Oh, it's fine. I will be coming back for that. Vehicle destroyed by a considerate BT. Unless it means that truck I left in Mexico. The brigand truck. Now we've got a speed skeleton, might as well use it. So obviously using the BT holo grenades wouldn't work on mechs, but and we're going to have to walk all the way back to the Motherhood as well. Why? No, I'll go back to the Brigand Camp and get my trike. It's got batteries on it as well, so don't want to lose all that. Hey, another kangaroo. All right there, Kevin. Could have at least let us use his coffin like a surfboard.
Good evening, Sam. Drawbridge credentials verified. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised.
I'm glad you could make it. Did you really manage to retrieve the device?
Mm-hmm.
I'll need to assess its condition. Looks great to me. Thanks for taking such good care of it. Been waiting a long time for you to get here, friend. I understand you have a Cupid. Then go ahead and connect me to the network.
Nice. It's a shame that this particular outfit we've got on has a gameplay purpose to it, because I'd really like to just rock some custom colours all the time. I guess we can switch when we know we're going to a brigand camp that likely have mines and stuff. So. A coffin board? A coffin-shaped transportation oh, for God's sake. Let's just read it in the corpus. Repurposed by the mechanic from the coffin removed from the armed survivalist base, the coffin board is a vehicle, cargo container, and hiding spot all in one. Built around ghost mech technology, much of the coffin's internal workings were initially incomprehensible to the mechanic, but after some dedicated work he's been able to modify the device with a propulsion system that absorbs and releases tar. In many ways, the coffin board is the perfect amalgamation of ghost tech and human ingenuity. The coffin board could be ridden like a surfboard. Oh wait, I was right. Allowing you to easily traverse rivers and bodies of tar. Be aware that the coffin board is battery operated, right? You can also climb into the coffin board to rest and hide from enemies, or dispose of corpses by placing them inside. Dispose of corpses? While hiding inside the coffin board, you can deploy stun bombs and electrocute nearby enemies. Doing this will drain your battery and can only be done within the chiral network. The coffin board can be pulled along like a floating carrier even when you're outside of the chiral network. Doing so will consume chiral crystals. Interesting. But can we not carry it on our back? Yep, some more music.
Now displaying your current order grade.
Level 216, improved electrical attacks.
Fascinating, this ocean of information. It's so much more than I imagined. Enough for me to make great strides in multiple avenues of research. I hesitate to call it a reward, but I would like to present you with this. It's a classic collectible, sure to help you make lasting memories.
Polaroid camera. And another prepper with an unnecessary hat. An instant camera, now available in your private room aboard the Magellan.
I finished my examination of that coffin, and now I can share with you the coffin board schematic. It's essentially a coffin that's been equipped with an electric propulsion unit. Who made it and for what purpose is anyone's guess. I just happened to stumble across the associated data while I was studying the one you recovered. I'm also curious how such a bizarre device came into the possession of the armed survivalists. Even though the weapons factory has been destroyed, this and other dangerous tech has been popping up everywhere. We need to use all methods at our disposal to protect ourselves.
Okay, what kind of tech is popping up?
The armed survivalists have been making use of some new equipment lately. You've seen them yourself, no doubt. Devices that utilize chirograms. Weapons are flowing freely again, too. There must be another supplier out there somewhere. Perhaps if you ventured into the survivalists' territory, you could find some clues as to the source of the problem. Though I wouldn't risk going in there unprepared.
Alright, Die Hardman.
I've been thinking about how I might make vehicles sturdier, for one.
Nice.
Much of the surrounding area is flat and level terrain that's well suited to them. A reinforced ride would be a good ally when facing survivalists, I believe.
A tank.
But I still lack the materials and knowledge to complete my designs. Which is why I could really use your assistance, if you're willing.
Sure. A coffin board. What a weird...
Again, it's a coffin that's been outfitted with an unusual propulsion unit. It draws up tar from beneath the ground to create a layer upon which it can glide. It's not without its limitations, though. I seriously doubt it will function outside of network coverage. And it's clearly the product of a deranged mind. Regardless, it's not impossible. It might come in handy. Test it in the field and see for yourself what you think.
Sure.
Thanks again for all your help, friend. Oh, and by the way, the data scientist just posted a sub-order for you in the system. Sounds like she's got her hands on something intriguing. You should at least take a look at the request. But I won't keep you. We both have work to do.
Oh.
Sam, the coffin you recovered for us is being examined by the mechanic as we speak.
It's already examined it.
His own analysis has concluded that while there is no evidence that Higgs was ever inside it, the technology it utilizes is undeniably related to that of the Ghost Mechs.
Obviously.
Meaning it's possible that Higgs is still fabricating all new kinds of weapons.
We know.
Now, as for the coffin board that the mechanic was kind enough to share with you, it's much more than just a mode of transport.
I know.
If you're within network coverage, you can hide inside one and retreat into the tar currents. This provides an opportunity to catch your breath, or to attack the enemy with a stun bomb. The board you brought back had the very same functionality, so we're very lucky you stole it from the survivalists before they could learn how to use it. It would be terrible indeed if we had to contend with enemies attacking from the tar beneath our feet.
We already do.
I must commend you on a job well done.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sam.
Go away, Charlie.
Thanks for doing your part, Sam. I know that wasn't an easy job. The time has come to finally connect East Fort Knot to the chiral network.
Sure.
That said, It will take a while longer for the necessary cargo to be ready for transport.
Yes.
So let's use this time for everyone to get some rest. Between decontaminating the ship and searching for the weapons factory, it's fair to say everyone's been feeling the strain. You and Dolman have had to complete several difficult orders recently too. Wrap up any pressing and finished business, then return to the Magellan so you can take a break. We have a long road ahead of us, and we need to manage our health to make it to the end. On another subject, would you mind if I borrowed that instant camera the mechanic gave you? I bet Rainey and Tamara would love to try it out. Apparently, they're pretty rare these days. It'll be a fun experience for them.
Yes.
Order completed. Well done.
Right, guys, I'm going to leave that one there. We'll go back and get the trike. We'll try out this new surfboard. And we'll probably do a bunch of secondary orders. Build out the track layers a little bit. We've got a sub order, yeah. So, yeah. Awesome. Hello? Right, I won't be doing that. Right, guys. We'll pick it up from here next time. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave me a thumbs up if you did. Just remember, everyone, never trust an uncrate. I'll see you next time.